All right, let's take another look at the forecast. And meteorologist Chris Potter is joining us in studio. Now, Chris, for me, I have that island blood, so
Yeah.
I love the heat.
Love
but I
the
know
heat. Bring it
you're not a
on.
big fan.
Not a big fan. When they talk about stories, there's usually two sides to every story. And this, I think there's three. One, like yourself, you love it. And a lot of people do. Myself, I don't necessarily hate it, but I'd rather it not be this hot. Another side of the story is potentially dangerous, because there is some vulnerable portions of the population. Infants, babies, and even the elderly, they just don't have the same kind of mechanism for cooling off their body. Because how you cool, we'll talk less scientifically, you just sweat. And then when the sweat evaporates off your skin, it cools off your skin, process known as evaporational cooling, and that cools off your body. But the more you sweat, the more you're going to lose hydration. So you start to get into the potential of heat dangers, such as heat exhaustion, faint or dizzy, lightheaded, excessive sweating. Your skin with heat exhaustion is actually still quite cool. Your pulse rapidly weakens, or increases rather, and your muscle cramps are very likely as well. But with heat stroke, that's basically when heat exhaustion goes too far. And that becomes very dangerous because your internal body temperature actually starts to go up. You're completely dehydrated. Your skin is actually red. It's hot. It's dry. The best thing to do is, well, beat the heat if you're starting to feel symptoms of heat exhaustion. Limits on exposure, so avoid the hottest part of the day. Typically, that's the early to mid-afternoon. Seek cool environments in the shade, but unfortunately, when it's this humid, there's not much of a difference when you are in the shade compared to the sun. Spend time in air-conditioned spaces. If you do not have air conditioning, you can go to cooling centers. Cool down your body through cool showers, an ice pack, bath, swimming. Obviously, the Lake Ontario waters are a little cool this time of year, but hey, I'm not going to judge if you jump in. Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, we're under the heat warning. This is going to be in place. Look at these temperatures we're seeing across the board. 34 degrees. We did peak just shy of 35. I think it was 34.7. And that's the hottest temperature we've seen in over a year. But of course, that's only one side of this particular story. And the heat, humidity is the next. And it makes it feel like 44. Southwesterly winds have been breezy today. They have died down a little bit. As we get into the day tomorrow, west-southwesterly winds will frequently gust upwards of 45 kilometers an hour. And then they'll start to become more northerly second half of the day on Tuesday thanks to a cold front, and that will put an end, or an extinguisher, if you will, for the high heat and humidity. Active weather resides well to the north, up towards the southern Manitoba, northwestern Ontario, and we're going to stay dry across the GTA and all of southern Ontario. Here's how it works. Monday into Tuesday, we're still dry, we're still sunny. Once we get through Monday night and into Tuesday, more of the same. Mostly sunshine expected for Tuesday. There is a cold front moving through, but not a lot of the forecast models producing much in terms of rain or thunderstorms. I would expect we'd stay dry in most areas, maybe the odd spotty late day shower, and for Wednesday, mostly cloudy but dry. 24 for the overnight. Once we get into the day on your I went behind. I'm supposed to go in the future, which I will. Tomorrow will be sunny and very hot. There we go. And we could break a record high of 32.8, 34 for Tuesday, less humid for Wednesday with a high of 28. Showers in the forecast for Thursday and Friday. At this point, it looks dry for next weekend.